Normally on this channel, I talk about things that either mildly annoy me or things I find hilariously stupid. But no, today I want to talk about something I hate. No hyperbole when I say something that I absolutely loathe. These disgusting abominations. Wasps are the worst thing to happen to this planet next to my conception. Now, I know some of the morons watching this are thinking, probably with a fidget spinner in hand, oh, but they're just like bees.
Clamp your gob, you fucking moron!
Let's just get this comparison out of the way so the three degenerate subhumans who actually want to defend wasps shut up. So let's compare the little yellow terrors. Bees. Fuzzy and kinda cute. Pollinate, making them necessary for the environment. Make honey, which is a god tier food that tastes delicious and never fucking decays. I swear, like, they have legitimately found honey in Egyptian tombs that is still edible today. Dies if they sting you, so they tend to avoid it. Wasps. Armored bees fueled by cocaine and hate. Don't pollinate jack shit. Only destroy. Can sting as much as they fucking want, and they abuse that luxury. And they probably commit genocide in their spare time. Wasps don't create anything. They don't contribute anything positive to the world. They solely exist to cause misery to every living creature within a 20-foot radius of them. Their mere existence of a wasp is a sin against the very idea of a decent world. Let me introduce you to the worst thing to ever exist on this planet since the bubonic plague. Allow me to introduce you to the tarantula hawk. It is neither a tarantula nor a hawk, and it is far more horrifying than any combination of those two could possibly be. This is what the horrific abomination looks like. Let's just ignore the fact that this thing is far larger than it has any right to be, because the size is probably the most comforting thing about this hell bug. Let's just start off with this thing's nightmarish breeding habits, because it's a great example of why nature just doesn't give a shit. The female tarantula hawk wasp stings and paralyzes a tarantula, then drags the prey to a specially prepared brooding nest, where a single egg is laid on the spider's abdomen and the entrance is covered. Sex of the larva is determined by fertilization. Fertilized eggs produce females, while unfertilized eggs produce males. This thing doesn't even need to fuck to produce more of it. That's horrifying on its own. When the wasp larva hatches, it creates a small hole in the spider's abdomen, then enters and feeds ferociously, avoiding vital organs for as long as possible to keep the spider alive. After several weeks, the larva pupates. Finally, the wasp becomes an adult and emerges from the spider's abdomen to continue the life cycle. Holy shit. This thing is essentially a xenomorph for tarantulas. Actually, it might even be worse. At least with a chest burster, your death is quick. With a tarantula, it's completely paralyzed and slowly eaten alive from the inside out. This creature is so disturbing, it makes me feel sympathy for goddamn tarantulas. And I don't even feel sympathy for people. On the scale of things that are okay, this is not. This is not on the fucking scale at all. In fact, this is so far away from the scale that it's probably stuck somewhere in the Mariana Trench. Now let's talk about this thing's stinger, because it makes me want to take a nice warm bath in sulfuric acid. The sting of this bug is one of the most painful in the insect kingdom, far worse than any normal wasp. One researcher described the pain as immediate, excruciating, unrelenting pain that simply shuts down one's ability to do anything, except scream. Mental discipline simply does not work in these situations. In terms of scale, the wasp's sting is rated near the top of the Schmidt Sting Pain Index. I don't understand how someone can look at this thing and still believe in a caring god. By the way, here's the habitats it lives in. Now, if you happen to fall into one of those areas, here's a bit of friendly advice. Lay down, take a deep breath, and then kill yourself. Until we start colonizing the moon, we share a planet with these things, and frankly, I'm not comfortable with that. Now, normally I'd say we just nuke them, because nuking shit tends to solve most problems. But in this case, they'd probably just turn into cazadors, and that's a risk I'm just not willing to take. While all wasps are terrible demons that manage to claw their way out of hell, the tarantula hawk is the king of the shit mountain. I doubt anything is even capable of killing this Wait a minute. Because of their extremely large stingers, very few animals are able to eat them. One of the few animals that can is the roadrunner?